Everyone, thank you so much for coming to our General Assembly meeting. The time is 11:34 and I call this meeting to order. For those of you on Zoom, please update your names to include the following: the organization you are representing, the word student if you are currently a student, your pronouns that you would like us to use if you feel comfortable sharing. To do so, please click participants, click more next to your name, and add your pronouns in the org you are representing. If you have not done so already, please complete our attendance form. The attendance QR code is on the screen as well as the link. The link will also be sent into the chat on Zoom. All right, we will now move to approve last meeting's minutes. Our last General Assembly meeting was held on August 23rd, 2022. We'll approve the minutes at this time. We need one person to motion to approve the meetings by saying, "I move to approve last meeting's minutes."
I move to approve last week's minutes.
Thank you. We need another person to second the motion for us. Thank you. All right. Currently, no sponsor speaker requests were submitted for today. If you would like to sponsor a future meeting, please complete the form. The QR code is there as well as the link, and the link will also be shared in the chat on Zoom. Our current allocation balance is $21,356.89. Currently, there are two fund requests up for consideration today from Catholic Faith Ministry and Ratio Christi. If you would like to submit a fund request, please visit our Get Involved form located here. It is titled 2022 to 23 Student Government Student Org Fund Request. The link is on the screen as well as the QR code. If you have any questions on that, please email sga@uhcl.edu. All right. I would now like to welcome Catholic Faith Ministry and Ratio Christi.
Okay, thank you for giving us this opportunity to request these funds to you. We are requesting on the behalf of Ratio Christi and Catholic Faith Ministries. My name is Amber Kelly. I'm president of Ratio Christi.
I'm Brianna Pacheco. I'm treasurer of Ratio Christi.
Hi, my name is Christian Gonzalez. I'm the president of Catholic Faith Ministry, or CFM for short.
I'm the vice president of CFM. My name is Madison.
This is the event that we're requesting money for. It's called One Faith. It's just an opportunity for students on campus and people in the community to just have unity and fellowship with each other. It's not that often that we get these opportunities, and it's open to believers and non-believers alike. We'll have a speaker, we'll have food provided, and it's going to be in the garden room on September 9th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it's going to be sponsored by the 5 following Christian ministries on campus: the Baptist Student Ministry, the Catholic Faith Ministry, Kingdom Victory, Ratio Christi, and University of Christian Fellowship.
Okay. This is our itinerary, so it's just a list of what we're going to be doing on the day of the event. We do have the room already reserved from 5 to 9 p.m. so we can do setup and cleanup and everything. And as you can see, we're going to have some games, some songs, and just a lot of icebreakers and time for mingling. And we're also having food, which we have permits for that as well. And we're going to be having a speaker as well.
Hi, so just as a quick intro, as many of you are aware, Christians are well known for their prejudice towards those who are quote unquote different. But we're a new generation and change starts with us. We want to build an image of Christians that follows the Christ according to the Bible. Our key purpose is to provide campus unity, inclusion, diversity amongst the multiple religious groups on campus. So moving on to our budget sheet, we are requesting a total of $338.79. But we talked about this earlier, we're going to be splitting up $200 for them and $200 for us. Yes, so we have a lot of groups working on this event. We have, since July, we have been meeting every week, and recently we have changed that to 2 times per week. So there's a large group of people depending on this budget sheet or budget request to get approved. So looking at line 8, line 8 is speaker performer fees, quantity 2, item per cost 100. So we're spending $100 on 2 items. The first being our live band performer, and the second is our guest speaker. So let me talk about our live performer for a moment. We are going to have a guest from University Baptist Church come over. His name is Ben. Ben is an artist that plays guitar for Sunday Mass, and he'll be joining us to play some music, as well as some songs that he has written on his free time. Next is our guest speaker, Mr. Merlin. Mr. Merlin is a retired engineer from NASA. He worked on the Apollo missions, as well as the Space Shuttle fleet. He'll be giving his testimony of his time working with NASA and how it brought him closer to the religion. So for any of you who are in the field of STEM, hopefully you could join us for his talk. Yep. Next slide, please.
I just want to thank you again for letting us gather and letting our mission to be fulfilled by hosting these events and hopefully getting this fund requested.
Thank you for all. Thank you again for allowing us time to present to in front of you all today. Before we move on with your questions and voting, for those of you who are not aware, student government works on a refund basis. What that means is that student government would not be giving us $200 to spend. Instead, we have to spend money from our organization's bank account. We keep the receipts, we give the receipts to student government, then they refund us from the money that we spent. But that does not exceed $200. That cannot exceed $200. So with that being said, our current proposal states that we are being refunded 50%, which is $200. And I would like to amend this rule and request 100% refund. So questions, comments? Bring it back to Joe.
I have a question.
Yes.
In your Excel sheet, I didn't see a summary of the amount of taxes that would also be included for the cost of the items.
Taxes. Can you go back, please? What are taxes? I don't know.
Do you
What are the rules on
have,
taxes?
will the amount of funds that you're requesting be able to cover the taxes in addition to everything else that you're requesting?
No, these prices are not including taxes.
Okay.
Yes. Any other questions? Yes.
What form of accommodations will be made to what you refer to as non-believers or non-Christians?
You wanna answer that?
It's non-denominational. We're not minister to others and just give opportunity of fellowship and just to show our love to others.
So anyone and everyone is welcome to this event, regardless of religion, sexual orientation, or political stance. So, yep. Any other questions? Progress.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right, we will now move to open the floor for discussion. And so if you would like to discuss the fund request that was presented from CFM and also Ratio Christie, you can do that now. We have not opened the vote yet.
Okay.
Is there anybody who would like to open discussion?
Okay, so I would like to make a couple of quick points before we carry on. One thing, if you're looking to amend the contribution, we will have an amendment time that comes out in September to October. But if you have an amendment that you'd like to request before then, you're more than welcome to to email studentgovernment@sga@uacl.edu. However, in the midst of the fund request process, we will not be able to amend the constitution. I just want to make that quick note. Thank you.
Yeah, so we will now move to vote on the fund request that was presented today. If you would like to vote in favor of the fund request, please raise your placards now.
Are you asking them to vote with their classes?
Yes,
They have voting cards.
Oh,
they-
so you will-
Please fill out
yes,
your.
please fill out your little sheet there, and then we will pass them to the end of the row and we will be able to collect those.
As an additional note, only two boards are able to vote.
Yes.
I'm sorry, this one. So that's why you have to.
And if you have more than one person representing your ward here today, please converse amongst yourselves about where you're landing.
If you are a student representative and you still have your placard, please make sure that you do pass it to the end zone. Did we collect all of your voting? Yes, yes. Are there any other? Their friends. That's where we just check to see if you have your locker. Okay, and then. And I would like to. No, we appreciate you for coming. Thank you.
It has been brought to my attention that Catholic Faith Ministry in Rancho Christi wanted to motion to suspend the 50% rule. If that is still the case, I would need somebody to motion now. Yeah, by saying I motion to suspend 50%.
Motion to amend for 100%.
Suspend. I would now need somebody to second that motion.
I second that motion.
Okay, thank you. I will deny that motion as it conflicts with the student government constitution. All right. If you would like to continue with that motion, you can do that now. But the motion has been denied by the Executive Council. All right, thank you. All right, moving on to new business. There is no new business at this time. Our old business, we did have shared governance presentations as well as Senate presentations at our last meeting. I just wanted to remind everybody the voting ends today, August 30th, 2022 at 2 p.m. Voting is available through Get Involved. The voting link is on the main page of Get Involved. So please vote now. All right, moving on to Executive Council reports. Nancy Ariano and Jessica Armstrong do not have any Executive Council reports at this time. Myself and Isabella Cardona will have. For my Executive Council report, I just wanted to update the student body on the meetings with administration that I've had, that the Executive Council has had. When we met with Provost Maynard, we followed up with some concerns that were brought up during our last meeting regarding the water bottle refill stations, the filters in those stations. Provost said that he would follow up with facilities about that, and the Executive Council will actually be meeting with facilities tomorrow. I know there was concerns brought to us about the computer lab not being open. Printing has moved to the library as of last week, and it will be at no extra cost to students. Third floor library will be, renovations will be starting up soon. And we also brought up childcare concerns on campus, and we will follow up with Provost Maynard at our next meeting. The Executive Council will be meeting with President Walker, Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Hart, and AVP of Facilities this week. All right, I would now like to welcome Isabella Cardona, Vice President, Committee Coordinator.
Thank you, Joe. I would like to mention that we still have a lot of director positions available. So if you are interested in joining SG and become part of the directors, please go to get involved and fill out the form so we can get in touch and get you guys started on an interview. I would like to also congratulate Melissa Loera, who has been appointed as the academic honor student representative. as well as Diana Amato, who's also been appointed as the student representative for the Academic Honesty Committee. And Joshua Lemon, who has been appointed as the Quality Enhancement Plan Committee representative as well. Congratulations to all the students who applied and got appointed. Oh, and Jennifer Beamer as well for the Parking Lot Traffic Safety Subcommittee. As Joe mentioned, we are still today voting ends for the Shared Governance Committee. So please go ahead and vote for your future committee representatives. I would also like to mention that there are still a lot of committees who are open and who need student representatives. So if you are interested in those committees, please go to our Get Involved website and fill out the form. And here's the QR code for the form as well. So, thank you.
Thank you, Isabella. All right, moving on to Senate reports. Senate meetings will be starting soon. First Senate meeting will commence on September 15th, 2022 from 11:30 to 1 p.m. At this time, the meeting will be held via Zoom, and then as soon as we do secure room for those meetings, we will announce those and we will update that on Get Involved. There are no committee reports to report at this meeting. For student organization announcements, I would like to welcome Jocelyn from the Campus Activities Board.
Good morning, everyone, or is it afternoon yet? Nope, good morning. I still got 4 minutes. How are you all doing today? Great. Awesome. Well, I'm here to ask you and to welcome you to join CAB, Campus Activities Board. We're planning a bunch of fun programs for this semester and next semester, and I would really love if any one of you wonderful student leaders would like to become our brand coordinator to help us be successful in everything that we do. So as always, if you want feedback, if you want to apply, scan our QR code. We've had a lot of people sign up for CAB this past week, so I'm really excited about that. So if you want more information, feel free to talk to me. You could also come to the expo on Thursday, which I recommend to anyone. And look, if you want to apply to be our brand coordinator, you should do this. Scan now. And there's our other one, if you missed that as well.
The link to apply be on your Get Involved page.
Yes.
Thank you, Justin. I would now like to welcome Claudia from the Hawk Spirit and Traditions Council.
Hello, I'm Claudia. I'm the Vice President of HSTC. So on Wednesdays, we have Blue and Green Wednesdays. And so if you're wearing a blue or green shirt, we give out free little goodies. We're also still looking for a communications coordinator. So we have the QR code here as well as a link on our Get Involved. And we are also still looking for members. So if you would like to join, we also have a link as well on HSTC. Get involved. And just like I said, we just have the Blue and Green Wednesdays coming.
For general announcements, I would like to welcome Felicia Lehman from the Office of Student Involvement and Education.
Hello, it's a pleasure to see the house filled. The Leadership Workshop Series, first of the fall 22 semester. Anna, can you raise your hand out there? Those of you that are able, see Anna in the audience there. She and I will be presenting how to recruit new members for your student organization. This will be on Wednesday, August 31st from noon to 1. please come. Information is also on Get Involved. RSVP, so we can expect you. Can I see a show of hands for anyone that is going to attend today's Space Bash? Amazing. Anyone know what time Space Bash starts? 2 o'clock. It'll be today from 2 to 5 in the Rec Center. Yes, this is a great opportunity to meet new and returning students and to have some good UHCL fun. We hope to see students there. In addition, on Thursday, September 1st, from 4 to 7 in Bayou Atrium 2, we will have the Student Involvement Expo. This is a great opportunity to meet student organizations. There's more information on our Get Involved page for the weeks of welcome. We're looking forward to seeing you all there for a great time. Okay, your favorite time of the day, Heart of the Hawk, 2022 to 2023. All of our registered student organizations are invited to participate in this year's Heart of a Hawk. We will have recruitment events, leadership events, spirit and tradition events, as well as our favorite community engagement events. You take a little moment, you can see, those of you that are able, some of the events that are going to be posted regarding the points of Heart of a Hawk. Information will be posted soon on Get Involved with more details on how you can accrue points for this year's Heart of a Hawk competition. At the end of the year, during the Student Leader Banquet, you will have an opportunity to be crowned this year's Heart of a Hawk champion. Last year's Heart of a Hawk champion was Besos. Thank you so much. Any questions? You can see me after the meeting as well, or you can email studentorgs@uhcl.edu.
We will now move to open forum. On the screen is the link and the QR code to our anonymous submission. You can submit concerns, questions to us anonymously via there. If you have anything to add during our open forum, you can do so now. Yes.
A little while ago, you had mentioned talking to the facilities managers to looking into replacing the water filters from the drink refill stations. We also have a few problems with the bottle refilling stations over in the STEM building. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but.
Yes, I'm gonna, yes. If you would like to send us an email, just being very detailed with that information, I could take that to our meeting. And our email is sga@uhcl.edu. Any other questions? All right. For those of you, Lexi, I believe you have your hand raised. You can ask your question now.
Yes, thank you. I am representing CPSA and we're looking to do an item drive for the women's home. And I was looking at the guidelines for requesting, the space to place a drop box on campus. But when I pulled up the form, it looked like it was for reserving whole rooms. So I was wondering if there's like a different way to go about it.
Yes, you can put in were you looking to be in any specific lobby?
Probably one of the atriums.
Awesome. So you can put in a request for like the front area of the atrium. So in the ad system, you would log in with your student or email, and then you would just scroll over the little side pieces and you can see photos of exactly what area it is that you're requesting. And then you could request a lobby space and then like in your description include that you'd like a table to put out your display. So that way you're not necessarily reserving the play atrium, but just the space that you to put your table.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome. And if you have any further questions, you're more than welcome to email us at studentorg@uhcl.edu.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Earlier, we mentioned the amendment process for the Constitution. That'll be at a later date.
Yes, in September, we will have a meeting for amendments. And if you would like to submit an amendment, you would go to that meeting. But if you would like to submit one earlier, you can email us at sga@uhcl.edu, or you can use the anonymous link here and submit those.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right, we will now move on. Just some closing remarks. The next Student Government General Assembly meeting of the fall semester will be held on September 6, 2022, in person and through Zoom for those who are unable to attend in person. The meetings will be held on a weekly basis every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. All right. And to schedule agenda time during these meetings, a completed request must be submitted on Get Involved website by noon Tuesday, August 31st at 2022. Online forms are on Get Involved as well as uhcl.edu/SGA. The link is also on the screen as well as the QR code, and we will also share the link in the chat. If you have any questions on that process, feel free to email sga@uhcl.edu. All right, thank you so much for attending our General Assembly meeting. Please take the time to follow us on social media. Any updates about events and anything like that will be on our social media. Our QR code to our Instagram is there as well. The quote of the day is great things come from hard work and perseverance, no excuses. If you love a thing, you will overcome all difficulties, from Kobe Bryant. All right, and with that, meeting is